chit-chat, Makgolane told me that his boss would pay me if I decided to work with him. Makgolane effectively implied that they would reward me if I wrote positive stories on Malaka and the IDT. In other words, I had to drop my investigation into a property. Astonishingly, Makgolane said that they would pay me in cash, but that I could earn even more money by bringing my own contractors to the IDT for lucrative tenders. After this meeting, I again spoke to my editors, and we then wrote detailed statements about everything that had transpired up to that point. We also roped in our lawyers and notified them of the developments. I also made a statement to a well-known advocate. Our plan was to string Makgolane and Malaka along, making them believe that I was genuinely considering their proposal. The situation presented a very rare opportunity. We could document the shocking lengths to which a top government official would go in order to bury a story that would no doubt cause her a world of trouble. Makgolane, meanwhile, began to prepare the ground for me to bring my own contractors to the IDT, just as he'd promised. A few days after our first meeting, he sent me a document detailing an IDT tender in the Western Cape. The document invited contractors to submit bids for the IDT's contractor development program. Makgolane invited me to check the bid details and share it with contractors. Throughout June and July, we started preparing for my scheduled meeting with Malaka and Makgolane. We appointed a security and forensics firm to handle some of the logistics, sought additional legal advice, and hashed out all the possible scenarios and unforeseen events that might scupper our planned project. We drafted sworn statements that explained our intentions. The affidavits were deposed to by me, my editor, and by one of our attorneys. Finally, on Sunday, 3 August 2025, I had my meeting with the IDT CEO and the entity spokesperson, Makgolane. They had taken morning flights from Joburg to Cape Town, and our meeting took place at the same restaurant near Stellenbosch. Things had changed quite drastically since my last meeting with the spokesperson. Malaka had just recently been suspended by the IDT's board over the oxygen plants scandal that we'd exposed last year. However, Malaka was evidently still very anxious about my latest investigation into a waterfall property. She clearly didn't want this story to ever see the light of day.
So I just want to close this chapter.
Yeah, no, sure.
And I think I will need you to close this chapter.
Yeah, no, sure.
It's too much.
Yes, yeah, no, there's been a lot.
I have kids, I have parents. My parents are old. They were sick, they couldn't sleep over the last weekend.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Sure, no, absolutely, yeah, no.
Bad.
Yeah, so...
I just thought, because some of the things I can't speak in front of Phasha, as much as I trust him, I'm his boss.
Oh, okay.
So I thought, let me...
I was wondering about that. Now, did you decide beforehand to break up and then just me and you talk, or, yeah?
No.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no, sure.
So you will advise me how we move forward.
Yes, so, okay, well, I think, Phasha initiated the discussion with me, I think it was early June, and obviously at that point, I assume that's kind of the issue here is the waterfall house. I'm quite advanced with that, to be honest. I'll be frank with you.
I want it closed. I don't want you to be writing about it. I don't want anything more coming out of. Please for a moment.
Yeah, no, sure. Let me give Phasha a call quickly. It's getting a little bit windier now.
But it's still not cold.
That's nice, yeah.
There.
Hey, Phasha.
We are done.
Yeah, your boss says you must come back.
After we'd spoken about the house and some other issues, Makgolane and Malaka got down to the day's real business. The IDT spokesperson pulled out a white Dior shopping bag stuffed with 200 Rand notes and placed it on the table. This while his suspended boss sat looking on. I asked them how much money they bought for me, and they said it was 60,000 Rand. But they also intimated that there would be more money coming my way if I dropped my investigation into Malaka's house. After the cash had been placed on the table, I casually photographed it for our records. Next, I duly informed Malaka and Makgolane that I wouldn't be taking the alleged bribe after all. I told them that it had always been my intention to get them to present me with the cash, and that I had never intended to take it. And then just like that, our meeting was over. I promptly stood up and left. Makgolane and Malaka, meanwhile, were in a hurry to get out of there too. At roughly 2 p.m, they got up and left the restaurant area. So, what then of Malaka's waterfall property, the issue the IDT CEO so desperately wanted to bury? Next week, Daily Maverick will publish a month-long investigation into a new house.